Clay Heart Part 1. For this project, you'll need a white paper, a pencil, and the self-hardening clay that I gave to you. The first thing you're going to do is take your paper and you're going to draw a heart. Now, if you're not that great at hearts, it's okay. We just need kind of an outline of a heart so that we can kind of place our clay in the right spots. Then you're going to take part of your clay and you're just going to take a piece of it off. And first you're just going to scrunch it between your hands so it's starting to make kind of like a hot dog shape. And then you're going to roll it. Now if you notice, when I roll it, I put my hands together first and then I stretch them out as I'm rolling. I'm making what we call a coil. So see, hands together, then I keep rolling back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and stretch my hands out. So it makes a coil. Now I'm going to make this into a spiral. So I'm going to scrunch it really tight here, and then I'm going to roll it around so it makes a cool spiral line. And then I'm going to get that paper back because I'm going to place it anywhere I want on my paper. Okay, now I'm going to get another piece of clay, just a piece of it, and I'm going to scrunch it between my hands for a little bit, and then I'm going to roll it on the table. Now at first I can just roll with one hand because there's just a little bit of it. And sometimes if you get like a lumpy part, you can kind of just put your hand on top and rub it back and forth just for a second. But you can see, once again, I'm rubbing back and forth and stretching out my arms so I can, or my hands, so that I can make this into a long coil. Now I decided I was going to put it underneath my other spiral, and I'm using my pencil to be kind of like a knife. So I'm cutting off part of it, smushing it back on. Now I've got this cool other side of it that I can put on, and I'm just kind of piecing this together however I think it looks good. Okay, grab another piece, scrunch it between your hands first, then you're going to roll it on the table again. And see how I'm kind of going back and forth like that because it was getting kind of lumpy in one spot. Hands together first, rubbing back and forth, making it stretch out. That's looking like a nice coil. And now this time again, I wanted to make it into a spiral again. So I'm making it into a spiral. And then once again, I'm going to place it on the paper where I think I might want it. Now I continued working until it looked like this, till I had all the pieces where I wanted them to be. Now I'm going to put a long coil, or actually a few coils, all the way around the edges of this. And I kind of use my hand to push it in a little bit, and then I get another coil. So you might want to get a couple coils ready when you get ready for this part. I'm kind of smushing it into the side, and then look, I needed a little tiny piece more, so I had to get a little bit more clay, put it up there, and once again I'm going to use my pencil to be the cutter. And I'm going to take my hands in just a second and kind of smush it together. So I kind of put them on the edges like this, kind of squeezing so that it all fits together. Now I'm going to put my entire hand on top. I'm going to flip it all over like a pancake, and I'm going to peel off the paper because I want to get to the back of this. I'm going to carefully put it back on the paper. And now I'm going to take my fingers or my thumb, and I'm going to basically just smush all this together in a careful kind of way. So you're going to keep doing this until it's all smushed together where you can't see any more coils anymore. You'll need to blend all of the clay together until it looks something like this. Then you're going to take your hand again, put it on top, flip it over. This time you're going to put it back on the paper and get your pencil so you can write your name on the paper. Then we'll know whose beautiful heart it is. So here's my completed heart. Follow the directions to make your own clay heart.